People are now spinning their MVPs and sending it out to their clients, their potential clients, their audience now in minutes with the new vibe coding tool that was just released. A vibe coding tool that will take over Lovable or whatever vibe coding tool you were using before. I was using some vibe coding tools that allowed you to have free credit so you don't have to, spend anything like that. But Google AI, like what they just released, this week is easily going to take over the vibe coding game. And if you're not using, first off, if you were paying for Lovable, unfortunately, you were wasting your money, because this is free, and we're gonna break down the features that comes along with this. We're gonna break down everything, all the possibilities, everything that's good for this, how people can utilize this, and the difference between this and Lovable. Everything that's happened this year, honestly, mind blowing. I said this, I called it out, everyone was calling it out. It was kind of just obvious this was going to be a crazy year for AI. Not in the way people probably thought it was, but if you were a developer and and seeing the increase in your time saving, things like that, yeah, this has definitely been your year for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? You utilized it. This has definitely been your year. Next year is going to be the same. So real quick, I want to talk about how AI Studio just took over the vibe coding game. The new vibe coding tool that everyone should be using and utilizing at this moment. I spelled utilizing wrong. Of course I did, but utilize this and it will save you so much time. What is vibe coding for anyone that is unaware of what vibe coding is? Real quick, the old way was drag and drop widgets endlessly, wrestling with APIs, waiting for builds to compile, hours of tedious setup. When it comes to vibe coding and getting something out, whatever it is you're trying to build, whether it's a website, a funnel, or a platform, an app, potential app, things like that, all these took time. If we go back to programming and things like that, obviously took time. With AI, it got easier. And the new way of vibe coding, the Vibe way, is speaking to the tool into existence. You can do speech to text and put something in. And vibe coding, which we could do today, AI handles the heavy lifting for you. Instant prototypes, more time for your vision. So this is just what vibe coding is, just in case you didn't know. But I'm sure most of you guys knew what that was. Basically what this does for you. Say if you had an idea strikes in your head, your brain fires with the new tool concept. The second step would to be vibing it out. Describe what you mean, right? And then the build appears. It's pretty simple. Working prototype, ready to test and iterate. Can stand out to clients, potential clients, whatever it is. It took hours literally 5 years ago. Now it takes minutes, right? Hours 5 years ago, it took hours. It took days. It took days. It takes minutes now. Your potential edge. I want you this is really something that a lot of people really need to lock in and realize, mainly beginners, because they're the one that really don't understand the possibilities when it comes to AI right now. In whatever system you're building, the ability to save time and quickly test with your clients is where the true power lies. And I use this example. I don't know if it's the best example, but think about it like how you do your cold emails. If you are familiar with that, cold emails is just sending out emails for your product, whatever you're trying to sell, in seconds. As many as you want. Think about it in the same way. The faster you build, test, and deliver tools or automations to clients, the more feedback, traction, and trust you create. It's not about coding alone. It's about moving with speed, refining through iteration, and building out unstoppable momentum. Gives you so much creative leverage, and whatever you use with that time, it could be magical. It could be game changing if you think about it in that way. So that is your edge. And how Google AI took over the vibe coding world right now, from Lovable, where it was a good vibe coding tool. I was using Lovable, but it used credits that you had to pay for. A lot of people paid like $40 to use their premium version. Now with Google AI, you can spin up fully working MVPs for your app without writing any code, and vibe coding systems that let you go from concept to working prototypes in minutes. And I said minutes, but I really should say seconds. It's insane. It's insanely fast. So you're going to go on the AI Google Studio platform, just type that in and you should see it. Head over to build, and this is where we're going to be doing everything. So right here is your vibe coding app. Everything is set over here. And I'm just going to run this down. So right here, this is where you're going to be putting your vibe coding ideas. You're going to be describing your idea. And then if you scroll down, this is what automatically separates this from Lovable and makes it 10 times more powerful. You can just drag and drop AI models or just actions into whatever you're vibe coding. So it creates its own automatic, like a boost, basically. It boosts up whatever it is that you're trying to talk. So you don't really need to say create a conversational voice app. You can just drag this in and it's gonna already know you want to convert it. Like, that's what it means. So animate images with VO. VO3 is popping, so they include it in here, and you just drag, you just click it, and boom. Nano Banana has been going crazy as well. I've been seeing a lot of people with the UGC ads and things and stuff like that. You can just literally add it in, and whatever you're using, whatever you're building with Nano Banana, this is so genius, and this is why everyone's gonna start using this immediately. It's there, you know what I mean? It already has the context. You don't really need to say anything. It's just there for you. And there's apps where I want, like the app I'm currently building right now, I want it to have features like this where things are already there, bro. Like, think about MCPs. Things are already there. I just need to put that in, and then that's simple. Just makes it way more, efficient. So yeah, that's one thing it separates. Another cool feature is if I'm not really, I don't know what to build, I can click this button right here. I'm feeling lucky, and it's just gonna give me an idea. So create an app that allows me to upload any doc that builds out a meeting agenda for it. I wanted to create that meeting and time loop view, use shade and whatever that is. I don't even know, shade CN styles, a clear panel on the left uploads, and you can just, test it out. Test out whatever it is, man. But to get the best response, and a lot of people are saying that prompt engineering is dying, which I guess if you're looking at it that way, it is. If you have things like this, you can just tap and then you don't really need a prompt to tell exactly what it is. You can think prompt engineering is dying because of this, but having an accurate prompt is always good. This is why AI is incredible, because you could do anything with it. You could literally do anything with it. So I have a LLM prompt mastery Google Doc that you can just go in the description, go on my Discord and then join it, and then you can have access to all these, plug into your LLM or anything like that, and it's going to play a role of whatever it is and give you what you need. So for this, I have a vibe coding assistant that I use, and I just plug this into my LLM. So I use ChatGPT, and for this example, we're gonna put it right here. You are an expert vibe coding assistant. I'm building out, and then we just talk about our task or tool. So let's see, what do I want to build out for this example? I actually have no idea. Let's click on the I'm feeling lucky button. And let's see what it comes up with. Build a tool that generates complete email marketing campaigns, include slogan lines, body copy, and visuals. All right, let's do this from a prompt. Also include a mode switch in the top middle of the page, so I can switch from personal email marketing copywriting to then professional business aligned copywriting. Each mode should have some LLM drag and drop prompts that I could add in to use as a starter. I want a specific style too. So let's say make the page light red and black outline. All right, so that's the idea. Build a tool that generates complete email marketing campaigns, include subject lines, body copy, and visuals from a prompt. Also include a mode switch from in the top middle, so it could switch from it's just a personal email marketing copywriting to then professional business online copywriting. Each mode should have some LLM drag and drop prompts that I could add in to use as a starter. Make the page light red and black outline. Let's see what it does. Let's see how long it takes. This is what we're talking about, man. And what's so cool about this is it gives you like ideas while it's building out your tool. So enabling users to redefine different audience segments from the email campaigns, all this, it literally tells you like ideas of what you could be doing. Kickstarter thing, it's telling you the whole thing. And I like it because you can just go through it. It looks nice how they're just, talking about it. Yeah. So yeah, in the left hand side, you can see all the code is going through. Okay, so it's been a minute, and this is the first time I'm building something that took over a minute. The rest I've built today have taken seconds, all right, so it's saying 23 seconds when it really did. It took like 60 seconds. All right, so AI email campaign generated. The email idea, here it is. So your campaign idea, launch a new line of eco-friendly coffee mugs, right? So I said top middle, so it didn't give me exactly what I wanted. I said top middle. Let's see what else it is. This is an ugly UI. We have to iterate with the thing to give us a prettier UI, so it looks, customer friendly and stuff like that. A professional version. Let's switch over there. And now I want to do a test, and let's see. Let's get the same exact prompt, and let's do the same thing in Lovable. So here and see which one is better, since everyone's talking about these. I know Lovable's about it. Step up. They should at least, because it's kind of crazy, man. Kind of wild if you think about it, but we'll see how long it takes. Lovable sometimes goes quick, So while that does that, we can literally just fix this up. So we can say, make a prettier UI for each prompt in the starter section. It should be a formatted copywriting sentence starters, whatever they call it. And then what else was the problem? I think that's it, man. Also fix mode switcher to top middle instead of top right. Change colors to purple and yellow. Have a glowing effect. I just want to add that just because. So let's go back to Lovable and see what it's got. So no way, it's not done. Wow, so it's still going. So it's been like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Now I understand why the other one took time, but we'll see what it comes up with at the end, though. We'll see what it comes up with at the end. I actually am curious because, sometimes the longer it takes, the better it is. Okay. So not bad. This is already looking better than the one I had on Google AI. So all right, Lovable still got a little bit, a little bit leverage, little bit. And it did give us in the top middle exactly what I wanted. It looks clean. It doesn't look that dirty. I wouldn't have it white. And I did say I want a red background. I did not give that, but quick prompts. Okay, I like that little animation I got going on. Quick prompt starters. Click to use, launch announcement for my new AI course about this professional B2B product. I'll launch target quarterly business white paper. All right, so we'll probably have to give more context when it comes to the prompt starters, but let's just generate a campaign. Let's see what it does, man. Your campaign will appear here. All right, so it gave a little, okay, that took seconds. Okay. Subject line options, your folder about beating. Launch an announcement for my new online course about digital photography. So, subject line options. Your folders are about to get a whole lot, but this is not bad. This is not bad. Ready to finally master a camera. My new course is here. I did want examples like with designs because I did give that. But it does. We just gotta keep going. Okay. Hold on. I gotta scroll. My fault. I actually have to finish and do everything. Scroll. I totally forgot about all that. But here it is. So subject lines, photos are about to get a whole lot better. We used that example, I think, right? Or launch next announcement. Hey there, amazing photographer. Remember those times where you look at this beauty? Now it doesn't look like you see this strikes you. You definitely have to like, wow, this is a great example. Gives you your whole thing. What I would do here, like for examples, like for email body copy, I would add like a bold section, text section where I can, actually use it like a Google Doc. Say this Google Doc, you see how it has all these sections right here, the highlight section, so you can, mess around with that. I would also add like alternative copies, so I can just pick through them. You know what I mean? I'll have alternative copies that I can switch through them, so people can get like a better example, like a formatted better example. But this is really good. This is really good, but this could easily be iterated. This is off of the first prompt. Let's go back to Google AI Studio. So we switch it to yellow and gold. Here it is. This looks way better. Gets the glow effect. I'll probably change the yellow. It doesn't look that good. And the text looks a little, you know what I mean? But let's go with one, man. Let's go with one. Let's create a launch. Oh, so we have that one here. Draft a weekly newsletter for my blog subscribers about, let's say about, I don't know, vibe coding. Let's do vibe coding. All right. Generating. The other one took seconds. Let's see how long this one takes. That one took like 10 seconds. Lovable still got that edge. Hey. All right, so off rip, it gave us an image. I like the images. I like the images. Your weekly vibe check. Oh my, this is way better. This is already. So the subject headline, I didn't even ask it to give it a bold one, but it did. Perfect. Your weekly vibe check, coding your best self. Hello, vibe coder. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far. I didn't even ask, like, bro, the fact that it asked me if I'm having a good, like, I can be having a terrible week. It's giving emojis. It's giving emojis, my friend. Now, I wouldn't put emojis all the time in an email call, but I sometimes do. This is extremely powerful. Now, it's giving, again, those stars that I don't like, but with iteration, with more. This is just a second prompt, right? It's gonna do that. So if you scroll down, so that's all it gave. Cheers. Cool. Professional version. I love that. Okay. So professional version didn't work. You can see it's still stuck on here, which isn't good. So let's see if it can do that. It doesn't change. It doesn't work. So yeah, I mean, oh, here it is. So yeah, I would want it to like get rid of all this if we're done with it, but yeah, professional version announced the launch of a new SaaS product that helps with creating thumbnails faster, I guess. Let's do that. And by the way, I am a thumbnail designer. For anyone that needs a thumbnail fast, I can whip you up a thumbnail pretty fast. So let me know in the comments. It's the first link at all times. Your boy is in the gutter. So yeah, let me know if you need a thumbnail. But it is generating. It is going to take its time. I love this already, and I am definitely going to be using. Wow, it's already better than Lovable. Lovable, you might be in the trash. I mean, I'm trying to keep it respectful. But geez, all right. So here it is. It gave us a I don't like that thumbnail, but it gave us a thumbnail. It doesn't really matter about the thumbnail, honestly. It's the idea. Announced the launch, creating thumbnails faster. Look, it's fast right here. It's not a good thumbnail, but it's fast. Unlock faster, more engaging content. A new era of thumbnail creation is here. That's a perfect subject line. ThumbSwift team, your link, where you could be putting faster. This saves so much time, man. You get the idea. You can spawn, like, you can do way more ideas just off of this. Yeah, it's about to go crazy. All of this is about to go crazy, and this is a great example of what is to come. So guys, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully, you know, I mean, you maybe spawned out and thought of ideas that you can create right now with this. If you want to keep in contact, you know what I mean, I do need some friends. You can join my Discord or just follow me on X, and that's where I usually am at. My name is Ray. This is Raypreneur. Hopefully this is valuable, and I'll see you tomorrow or whenever. Not tomorrow, whenever. Bye.